Hi, Persisters! Me again. I have an addendum to the first video of flower making, fabric, and paper clay fiber fabric flowers making. Because as you know, you learn as you go along. And since then, I've discovered something that I like better, but what you see in the first video is perfectly fine. So the first thing is this shouldn't take too long. I'm not really going to demonstrate. We use this fabric spray to make the fabric stiff for the petals. Well, if you have more time, a couple hours for it to dry or overnight, I think you could make a workshop where the first day of the workshop you do make the clay part of it, and you also do this so that the next day you can do the next steps. Anyway, I have discovered that if you use any kind of white glue, Elmer's, or I had PVC glue, which is bookbinding glue, and you do a ratio of 1:1, and mix it up with water, 1:1, and then you take your brush and you brush on wax paper. Put your fabric circle on wax paper and you brush it on just one side. Let that dry and overnight or 2 hours, 3 hours, and it gets this really kind of amazing. It's more like that. The other with the spray is wonderful, but it's more fluffy, it's looser. So whatever you want, I'm kind of into this, but it doesn't really matter. So that's that. And then the other thing I discovered that I like, remember in the first video we made these funky little army leaves things that you kind of twist? I like them. But I also like this. Woo. So this is just a matter of, to make those, is you take your fabric, all your fabrics, pieces of your fabric, and cut some pieces, bigger pieces. And then you do the same thing with the water and the glue, 1:1. Let it dry. And then you're going to cut those into strips. Yeah. And you don't have to iron these. For the petal, you should iron it. Gets it nice and no creases. But these don't need to be ironed after they're dry. So you've got those. You've made that. You've made some petals. That's what we're going to call them, ribbony things. Then you take your almost finished flower and choose the color. Get your glue gun going. It's hot glue time. Choose a couple strips. And I got yellow and pink for this one. And then, hope you can see this. You are just going to find the center and of the two and put a dot of hot glue and glue those right together in the center. Kind of like that. Press them. So you've got these two together, and they're not even lined up, but who cares, right? Just kind of. And then you're going to think about where you want that to be attached. And you're going to, in the center, but make it about, let's see, where's that center piece right there? Make it about 1 inch or so long, because you are going to take your flower, put one end of the hot glue, and then, oh, I hope you can see this. You're twisting around and over and around, okay? So that you get kind of, so you're going up around and under, you get this kind of effect, see? And then you've got this fun thing. And what you can do is kind of open it up a little bit. It's got some glue hair hanging off of it, or crimp it somewhat. Whatever you want to do, make some little funny shapes. You can cut it shorter. See that? Is that not fun? It's so fun. So I've got a lot of these coming your way, or they'll be there by the time you see this video. But these I love. Well, here it is. And these I love. Whatever you love, do it. See you next time.